You're listening to Let's Talk with Jason B., coming from the greatest city on earth, Flint, Michigan. Broadcasting from the studios of FlintTalkRadio.com. And now, your host, Jason B.
Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Jason B., and you're listening to Let's Talk with me, Jason B. How's everyone doing today? I'm hope okay. How was everybody's weekend? If you couldn't tell, look around. It is now October, and that means it is Halloween. Halloween is coming upon us, folks, and it should be interesting. I decorated a little bit. As you can see, we've got a few decorations around here. Look at that. So I'm okay with it. It actually glows in the dark, like a nightlight or something. But anyways, and I'll be using the same mug all week, a Charlie Brown cup. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, John.
Okay, hold on here.
Here we go. Everybody, that's John, if you're wondering. Okay, there we go. That's the cup with Woodstock and that. So I'll be using this all week, and what it's filled with, you don't have to know, okay? Adult.
But I did see a vapor trail from the bottle when you poured it into the cup, so
Hey.
it gives it away a little bit. Either it's alcohol or gasoline, you know.
Don't know. Well, maybe a mixture of both. I don't know. But anyways,
They always say don't mix drinking and alcohol and gasoline together. Whoever said that was really good because it tastes like crap together. It does.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. What was I gonna say? What'd they say? What is it? Liquor before beer and you're okay, or do you know the
liquor before the beer, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't work. Okay.
Okay. That's personal experience from John there. But anyways, so wow, strong. But so we got a good show coming up today. We're going to talk about a few different things. I posted on the Let's Talk Facebook page. I said something really neat too. Let me see what I said real quick. I talked about, if you haven't liked it yet, hurry up and like it. We need 3 more likes to reach 200. We're at 197 right now, so 3 more, guys, and we will be reaching 200, which would be awesome. But yeah. I want to talk about the government shutdown. Who's excited about that? Woo woo. Yeah, well, not many people, but I want to talk about that, and then Halloween. I also want to talk about Halloween. I don't know if people are interested in that or not, but call me up. Our number, John. Can you flash that number on the screen?
The program was doing that while I was flipping out. It's actually over here. That plastic thing is right here. So if you want to pick it up and use it, but I can't because the special effects started screwing up on me. So.
Oh, all right. That's no problem.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Our number is 810-208-1854. That's 810-208-1854. Give us a call. I want to hear about if you have any interesting Halloween stories that you want to talk about. What are some of your favorite costumes that you've dressed up as? Things like that. I'm also interested in talking about the government shutdown. Call me with that. Has that? I mean, it's only day 1, but has it affected you guys yet? Obviously, it's only day 1. So we don't know. Maybe tomorrow it's going to affect everyone. I'm not sure. I tell you, I said this the other day to my brother. I said, because I knew it was going to shut down. I said, when the government shuts down, we are going to run your car, not my car, because I got a new car. Whoop, whoop. I got a new car, which is pretty nice. We're going to run my car, or his car, which is crappy, into Walmart and fill it full of essentials. I said full of essentials like Twizzlers and Snicker bars and the essentials. Now, forget water and ammunition and food. Twizzlers and Snicker bars is all you need, guys. Yeah, so call me up. If this is the end of the world, what will you be stockpiling? John, have you ever seen that show Doomsday Preppers? I think it's on Nat Geo.
Yeah, I saw that. I believe you should keep like a lot of canned goods and some fresh water, water supplied away, just because there's a storm. But yeah, some of those people are extremists in some people's eyes, but.
Yeah.
I think it look this way. Who are they harming? They're just buying it up for themselves. They never use it. Tough, no big deal, But some of those guys are pretty hardcore.
Yeah, I'm pretty hardcore. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo on my knuckles. One that says thug, and the other one that says life, thug life. I don't think that will fly very well, though.
No, I think the people are saying.
But I'm just trying to expand my horizons. Or if you wanted, I just thought of this. Hello, if you wanted to shoot us a text at 810-869-7810, let us know about what the government shutdown is doing for you, or Halloween and things like that. I wanted to read a few things. I don't know if anybody knew the statistics here, but I thought it was very interesting. I am just scanning through. Here we are. The government shutdown. Now, I'll tell you about this, because I know a lot of people are wondering about that, and there's a lot of things that are all over the radio and the news and this and that. I'll say a couple things. Number one, the United States Postal Service will still be in action. So remember, your mail will be delivered on time, or whenever that time is for the postal. I think it's like 3 to 5 business days now, probably longer. Stamps. John, did you know this? Stamps are up 3 cents to 49 cents a pop. 49 cents. No one is I don't remember the last time I mailed a letter, but I certainly ain't gonna do it now with 49-cent stamps. That's outrageous.
Well, you ever try to go to a payphone?
There are no payphones anymore.
Well, they used to have them. They were 50 cents for a call.
Yeah.
And 49-cent stamp now. You still can get you a letter or mailing of some sort.
But I'll tell you this though: the 50-cent call, you could call for however long you wanted, and talk for whoever you wanted to talk to. Stamp, you can only deliver one letter to one person at one time.
I'll try to talk somebody into accepting your check by phone call. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what I'm just saying. It's like the cost of it. It did definitely took a hit. My dad was a postal worker, so it definitely took a hit with the advent of the internet and the email. And my dad was like surprised by email. He thought you had to pay per email, and he just was he was fascinated by it.
Wow, per email, huh? That's funny.
Well, just a week before he passed away, he took delivery of a brand new Dell computer,
and
I was showing him how to use email and voice chat. Chatting out, chatting rooms and stuff like that. He was just getting into it, and I asked him about that. I said, "What do you think about eventually maybe the post office might fade away?" And he goes, "I can't really say much." He said, "Nobody walks around nobody rides a horse too much back and forth." He said, "That's just a part of the way things develop with technology." So.
That's so true. That's so true. But I'll tell you this though, you think about your things like your Twitters and your Facebook, and those are fun, I guess. Not Twitter. I do not understand Twitter. It makes no sense to me. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. I mean, I do not see how you can have a logical, well thought out explanation in 140 characters. Not 140 letters or words, but characters. That means space, and I do punctuation I don't like to not punctuate. So I do spaces and apostrophes and commas and quotation marks. I love quotation marks. I even do them in the air. Quotation marks, comma mark. That doesn't work, does it? Comma. Quotations, though, for sure, whatever. You could quote anything, and it doesn't make. How's it going, John?
See, that's Jason's impression of Dr. Evil.
$1 million. That's all I know. I don't know. I've not watched that. I mean, I saw it maybe once, but government shutdown, guys. Back to business. Seriousness. We're not gonna fool around today. If you wanted to go to the National Zoo, you can't. If you wanted to go to the Smithsonian, you can't. If you wanted to go to the National Monument, you can't. The Vietnam Memorial, you can't. World War II Memorial, you can't. Yosemite National Park, you can't. You understand what I'm saying? All of these national monuments are closed. They shut them down. They're closed. I don't know how long they're going to be closed, but they're closed. And I think the thing is, though, and it really stinks, but because I've not been to any of them. It doesn't really matter to me because I had no plans on going. But now I lost my train of thought. Oh, you got to think. Look at all the jobs that are affected now. When everything is closed, look at those are people that have jobs, that do the security, that do the tours, the zookeepers, the park rangers. All the businesses around all of those places are going to take a hit too because there's not going to be tourists around that area. So it's like, that's affecting a lot of people.
I hear the pandas are actually negotiating their contract. They might be heading back to China.
Oh, hardy har har. Hardy
The
har
Chinese got
har.
all the money. They're saying, they're looking at their options. They're being intelligent, pandas.
Did you hear that the Chinese actually, they are this close, people, to buying Smithfield pork production? That close. Which is, I believe, the largest production of meat manufacturing in the United States of America. I'm sorry. I think that's a little fishy to me. I don't like that idea. I've heard all the Chinese talk, all these bird flus coming out of China and this and that. Imagine if something like that happens in America because of Smithfield, because they're now owned by Chinese.
Yeah, and that's another thing is they'll probably likely shut down facilities here, take everything to China for production, and then who's got oversight on the food laws? Our country or theirs?
That's right. Screw the Chinese people. Forget them. They're just trying to rule the world. Don't let them rule over you. You're an American. You're not a Chinese. Now, I have nothing against Chinese Americans, and I have nothing against Chinese people, But the government, I have something against the Chinese government. They are communist, right? Terrible. That is terrible. But down with communism.
But it's really weird, though. When Hong Kong went back into Chinese hands several years ago, there was fear that they're going to make it more communistic. Well, they left that pretty much intact. It's pretty much like a paradise for capitalists yet. Because they even recognize, these hardliners, that capitalism is the best instrument for actually wealth creation. They tried it their way for how many years? It just failed. Now capitalist system being employed, but it's state-run capitalism. So it's a difference. It's real hard to distinguish, but it's a difference between communism and capitalism. It's a state-run capitalist system, what basically means the government bureaucrats are the only ones enjoying the wealth rather than the people like Vanderbilts and all the other ones. They got their own families running it. So.
Isn't that like America, though? Aren't the rich getting richer while the poor are getting poorer? I tell you, people, they say this this country is a land of opportunity. It's very difficult sometimes, I'm not going to lie. If you live in a certain part of the city or a certain part of the country, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to be getting opportunity. But you know what? I'll tell you this. My thing is about speaking life. So I do believe that if you're praying for opportunities, those opportunities or some kind of opportunity will come. Here I am sitting around doing drugs at my house or whatever, and next thing you know, I've got my own radio show. So isn't that something, right? Hello. So, if you're thinking, man, my life sucks, it's okay, because it could get way worse. It could suck more, but it will get better. I'm a living proof of that. It's going to get better, So, I've got my ups and my downs for sure, but I'm not as down as I've been before. It's been pretty bad. But anyways, guys, back to the government shutdown, which is serious business. I want to give you some statistics. All active duty military personnel and active duty reservists will stay on the job. But if the government shutdown lasts from the October 15th, they may not, if the shutdown lasts a week, if we're talking about it next Tuesday, then the guys may not get their, and the women, the men and the women who serve in the military may not get their paychecks until October, or not October. They're not going to get their paychecks for a while. That's the point I'm making. Let's keep going down the list here. Non-civilian personnel, they're going to get furloughed. And I guess I looked up the word furloughed, and I thought it was real interesting because I have never heard that word before. I was like, what does that mean? And I was looking at it, and it says a period, and I quote, a period of time when a soldier is allowed to leave the place where he or she is stationed, furloughed. A period of time when an employee is told not to come to work and is not paid, furloughed. Or a period of time when a prisoner is allowed to leave the prison, furloughed. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, gee whiz, that third one really, it touches my heart, Prisoner allowed to leave prison. I guess where I'm going right after the show. That's right. It's okay. It's nice there. They make it comfortable. But back to the stuff. Government shutdown. The federal court will remain open. So if you have cases, you still will have those cases. Only 15% of the 114,486 Justice Department only 15% will be furloughed. Oh, here we go. Health and Human Services. The Department of Health and Human Services will furlough 52% of its employees. 52%, over half. That's a lot. The FDA will be around, but only limited activities related to high-risk recalls or other vital efforts. Big deal. The FDA doesn't do squat anyways, FDA is approving this thing and that thing and, your mother's home remedy. It doesn't matter. They've got nothing. It's a joke. Hello. HUD. That's right, HUD. Housing, Urban and Development, Department of Housing and Urban Development. Guess how many people, guess how percentage-wise, they are furloughing 96% of their workforce.
Well, they should have. They are the ones that created the city, turned the cities into slums. Okay, back in the '60s and '70s, they should never kept their jobs as long as they have had them.
Yeah, furloughed. I think HUD is a stupid thing anyways. I want to get rid of it myself. If I was president, that'd be one of the first things I asked. HUD.
It's a bureaucracy that basically doesn't deliver on what it's supposed to have done, and that's all it's ever done.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to let you know, National Museums, the Smithsonian Institution, and 18 other museums, and the National Zoo furloughed. They're all closed. They're done. 84% of its workforce is furloughed. 16% will be around to care for the animals, so the animals will not be dying. You are welcome, PETA. Let's keep going down the list here. 37 of its 40-member staff for the Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board will be furloughed. 37 out of 40 people furloughed. That's what? 3 people. I'm telling you this. Here's my thing. If you can run the Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board with 3 people, then why are you bringing back the 37 others? Just leave with the 3. Or if you want to be generous, 5 or something. You don't need 40 people if it only takes 3 people to run, right? Come on, people. Oh, hey, here we go. NASA will keep the majority of its employees. Whoop, whoop. Not that it's a big deal. When's the last time we went to the moon, right?
They might. I don't know. They still have people over that space station.
I don't know. I don't care.
They're kind of like it's like that'd be horrible sitting there. Say, yeah, I'll call back to Earth there. And, okay, hello guys.
And
hey, anybody there? No. Yeah, so I'm hoping I hope they have nobody up in the International Space. Whatever the hell it is. But
yeah. Well, that's. I mean, there was a good movie. I don't know if it's a good movie, but I just saw it while I was working out today. Can you tell I've been working out? Ow, ow! Yeah, so anyways, I figured, this is what I figured. I said, if I'm going to be, a mega superstar, then I'm going to have to look like a mega superstar, So that's why I've been working out. A little Zumba here, a little yoga there, a little whatever. I mean, you got to stay physically fit and mentally shaped to be awesome like me. So, who's awesome? I am, but you know what? I speak life. You are also awesome people. Everyone here is awesome. Even those that celebrate Halloween. Hello, Halloween. Who's interested about Halloween? Who wants to hear about it? I mean, I'll tell you this. I mean, my faith. I am it is a Christian-based faith. And amongst that, it does not matter about what so Halloween, I think, is really interesting. Personally, I don't know if anyone has done harvest parties, I think those are I mean, what I don't understand is why it's either you're doing it or you're not, it's one or the other. Me personally, I hate Halloween. And it's not because of my religious faith. It's because I'm old and tired, and I don't like staying up that late handing out candy. It's cold when I open that door, I mean, if you kids want to, whatever. So, last couple of years, I've had my hose, and I've, get off my lawn, kids, Jesus loves you. But it's, and sometimes I'll say it beforehand. Jesus loves you, psst, or whatever, you know. And if I ever did do Halloween again, I would probably be one of those people that would hand out pennies or toothbrushes or something, you know. Here's a toothbrush, you're welcome. It's a practical thing, right?
I'm thinking about handing out kittens because every year about this time of the year I got kittens in my neighbor. You know, so the kittens were born to me from the stray cats.
Yeah.
So I mean, could you imagine the dropping them out? What'd you get? Meow! Open up the little bag, the little kitten.
Oh, John, did I tell you? I got a cat the other day.
You got a cat.
Yeah, I had to swerve, but boy, did I get him. No, oh boy.
Okay, we're getting calls now from PETA.
Oh, PETA. First the hippies and now PETA. Gee whiz.
They're kind of like you're kind of reach a cross demographic there, but
yeah, pretty much. You know, I mean,
vegetables, rights, and peace, man.
oh, freaking PETA! What a joke. I mean, I'm looking it up right now. PETA and dolphins. There was an article I saw the other day that was pretty interesting. I think PETA was saying that dolphins had feelings or something. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. That's dumb. But I'm looking for it right now, you know. Some of the times, that's what I need. If somebody wants to do a job and be like, want to be my fact checker or something, I really need one of those. Be like, Jimmy, I want this. John, give me that. John just pushes. He's a button pusher. And John, you do a great job, by the way. You're a good button pusher, let me just say.
Well, sometimes I have to like rest my index fingers, you know.
Oh boy, you poor soul, you. Oh boy. He works so hard. Anyways, you know, PETA, who cares? Who cares? They're a joke, right? Now, oh my gosh. I said to myself, I ain't rambling on. I'm going to be very focused and very attuned. But guess what? I am rambling on about stupid people. John, you got to keep me on track here, bud. Why am I talking about PETA, right?
Because you were talking about, I'm trying to find that trend, you know, that where that went off on there, but
Not a big deal. PETA's stupid.
by the way, it's like I was just wondering where you got those skulls from, like your former job or what?
No, I'm not talking about that. Those are fake. These are fake, not real.
You said you're about 20-some years ago, they put a moratorium on exporting skeletons from India. They used to dredge the river Ganges and stuff, and then they articulate them and, you know, clean them up, and then send them back out of the country for, like, you know, medical schools. And the Indian people, you know, started pressuring their government to stop that practice because it was kind of like an insult to the people who were their family members who were dying, and just having their bodies so casually, you know, their skeletons just so casually sent abroad. So they stopped that.
Why don't they? That's an interesting fact, John. But what I'm thinking is, why don't they just dredge up the bodies in the Flint River? Everyone knows there's probably quite a few there, you know. I mean, I know it's a Speaking Life type program, but people, there's a difference between speaking life and speaking truth.
There's probably quite a few bodies that are somewhere. I don't know. See, the Flint River is a pretty fast-moving river, so maybe they went downhill or broke apart or got torn apart by animals. You know, you got to be kind of.
If they're wearing cement shoes, then they ain't going anywhere.
We don't use cement shoes here. Nah, that's the East Coast thing, man.
What?
No, we don't do that. We used to big chunks of steel, but now everybody's into scrapping, so.
Cement
do that.
shoes.
The bodies are floating all over the place because the guy's got the metal that they're embedded with, you know.
Here's a couple verses that I found interesting about Halloween. I don't know if you guys like this. It's from the Bible. Exodus 22:18. It says, "You shall not let a witch live." That's witch. And then it's also Deuteronomy 18:10 through 12. Let no one be found among you who sacrifices his son or daughter in the fire. Oh man, I love sacrificing things. Who practices divination or sorcery, interprets omens, engages in witchcraft, or casts spells, or who is a medium or spiritualist, or who consults the dead. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. Whoa, hello. That's pretty intense there, but I'll tell you this. As far as I know, I don't think Halloween is anything like that. Yeah, at least not the Halloween things I've been to. I've been to a few, even though I don't like it. I like people. And so if you invite me to a Halloween party, I will go. And I will dress up real nice. Wait till you see my costume next week, guys. It's going to be awesome. This week, I'm dressed as a radio show host. So I hope that worked out well. John, do you think I did a good costume outfit right here? Radio show host.
Yeah, the Hawaiian shirt's always like, that's like that's your trademark, I think.
I am a radio show host, hence the outfit. The headphones and the microphone and the fancy cup. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Those are both an Old Testament thing. And with Halloween, I think it's pretty interesting that I'm okay with it. I mean, I'm not going to be a legalist about it, but no, I'm not going to do Ouija boards, or I'm not going to do tarot cards, or I'm not going to do any of that other weird stuff because it is weird. I may not even do bobbing for apples because that also is weird. Do you remember that story where somebody died because they swallowed a razor blade while bobbing for apples? Speak life. That's a true story. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to, whatever. I mean, whatever floats your boat, people. If you want to celebrate it, do it. And it doesn't matter. It's for the kids anyways. The kids like candy. I'm looking up the statistics there. And I'll have them next week. But I'm not sure the last kid who ended up getting sick or dying from a piece of candy, I don't know for sure when that was, but I don't think it happens very much. But the thing is about Halloween is, have you guys ever heard of harvest parties? Oh my gosh. I mean, that's cool, whatever, but it is a substitute for Halloween. When did a Christian church ever decide to Halloween is too evil. We're going to substitute for something else. We're going to do something. I mean, you think about it, and I don't want to turn this into religiousness or whatever, but it's like Jesus, he goes in, I'm no scholar, people. I am no scholar, trust me. He goes to the people, He doesn't say to his 12 buddies, he's not like, okay, guys, we're not going to be hanging out with anyone who isn't as cool as us. And that's paraphrasing there. But that's my own Bible version. He says, we're going out and we're doing stuff and we're going to be glorifying God, Oh, a blind person, bam. Oh, deaf person, bam. Oh, dead person, bam. But here we are. Oh, my box, my little church walls, I'm going to have to substitute everything, You're going out and you're going to have to get your hands dirty, guys. Hard work doesn't come cheap, right? So you got to go out and you might not find something comfortable, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You're not going to die from it, Now, I do caution you, though, boundaries is very important. I think it's important to if you are an alcoholic, do not go to the bar. That's just or a recovering alcoholic, don't go to the bar. There's boundaries to each thing. Like if your thing is lust, don't go to Dordt Highway. Hello. That was kind of a joke. But and listen, if you work off Dordt Highway, call me. No, don't call me. That's gross. But I do want some people to call, though. 810-208-1854. That's 810-208-1854. Let me know what you think about the government shutdown, if it's affecting you. And let me know if you think the government, the two parties, will ever coexist and actually come up with a together plan, is what I call it. I forget the word I'm looking for. Not together plan. What is that word I'm looking for, John? Together. It's a good word. Compromise. That's it.
Compromise, collaborate.
Yeah, no.
They've been collaborating for too long. I mean, one party, which remains nameless but starts with a D, they just seem to think that everybody else who has something should be taxed more to give somebody else something else. And I don't see how that's sustainable. And the Republicans, they seem to think that basically that just pull yourself up by the bootstraps. I don't think that's really going to be happening because the way the systems that worked has caused such a crash. And so the government shutdown, it happened before during the Clinton era, and the world didn't come to an end. I don't remember it anyway. If it did,
but here's the thing, though, John. Here's the thing, and this is what we have to be careful of, guys. Is right now it's not going to affect you and me, all right? Unless you work for the federal government, it may, but it is going to affect us come the middle of October when our debt limit talks are in progress, and if there's still a government shutdown, the banks are going to get a whiff of that, and they are going to drop down dramatically. Everything is going to be chaos. So, I mean, it might not affect us right now, but it could for sure in the future. I am just looking up the New York Stock Exchange right now, and it looks like everything is hunky-dory. Doesn't look like stuff is a problem. So the finances are on the up and up.
Actually, I think it's probably going to go up better if it stays sustained, this shutdown, because they know that excuse my expression, but they know that those bastards are not spending more money. They're at least not passing more spending bills.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think our government is printing money like it's going out of style. That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I just don't get why they're not budgeting. What is so hard about budgeting? You have a certain amount of money coming in. You can only spend that money going out, It doesn't make any sense. Budget 101. Go visit Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace. Total Money Makeover, guys. Shout out Dave Ramsey. Whoop, whoop. But I don't get paid for that shout out, though. And I don't even know if he listens to the show. Dave, if you're listening, call me. Anyways, but it's okay. The government shut down. Halloween is pretty interesting, and I'm going to talk a little more about that, but not today because I don't know if anyone's interested in listening about it because no one has called me about anything. But I am actually going to I want to do a few different things. Remember, Halloween, guys, is for you? No. For your husband or wife? No. For your pets? No. It is for your kids. Now, if you don't have kids, it's for your neighbor's kids or your brother or sister's kids, nieces and nephews, you know. I do not have any children that I know of. Hello. But I do have, whoa, hello. That's loud too. Anyways, I hope that's a cute girl calling. Maybe we can, bow, chicka, wow. Love connection. Probably not. Probably not. It never is cute girls. Hey.
Got a caller.
Excellent. Hey, you're on Let's Talk with Jason B. Who am I talking to?
Hey.
Oh.
Hey, Jason B.
here he is, guys. If you don't know, this is our loyal listener, Fred, is it?
Yeah.
Fred.
Just Fred.
Just Fred. I understand.
Fred from
Oh, okay. Say no more, Fred. Don't be giving away your... then you're going to get weird calls and stuff. It has happened to me. What can I help you with, Fred? Go.
I don't know what to think about the government shutting down, man.
Yeah.
Don't know what to think. I don't know what to do.
Well, I will tell you this, Fred. Do nothing. Relax. It's not affecting... Wait, what do you do? Do you do government work?
No, but, I was just wondering if I gotta, prep for doomsday coming up. Get food or water, or should I save my money?
Twizzlers and Snickers. That's what you should do. Those are the essentials.
What?
Protein and sugar. That's the key. No.
That's gonna be my diet?
That was a joke.
Not
Relax. Well, you're like, government shutdown is not a joke, Jason. Sorry.
Hundreds
Whoa.
of thousands of people are without a job.
That
Not
is
a joke.
correct. That is correct. Oh, no. I'll tell you this, Fred. There's my quotation, air quotes. I'll tell you this. You don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You just keep an eye on the stock market to make sure, if things are getting bad, pull your money out. Pull your money out, stick it under the mattress or bury it in the ground or something. Be careful though, because it can get, we do not want another financial crisis, that was chaos. But right now it's like it's not affecting you and me. I wouldn't be too concerned about it personally, and I would not be. A lot of times the media likes to hype these things up for ratings. America is hype. We're hype Erica. I made that up. Hype America.
That was good.
Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. Hey, yeah, I called it. You had a right. Didn't you get? Did you ever get your Walgreens gift certificate? How'd that go?
It was great. It was great. I did it.
That extra $10, right?
I got some Snickers with it.
Good. See, you're already on top of things. Thanks so much, Fred, for calling. I greatly appreciate your loyal listening.
I'm worried about this crisis coming up.
Relax. You're getting... Listen, dude.
I just want to get your thoughts.
I know. You're getting sucked in by the man. That's what you're doing. The man is sucking you in, and he is freaking you out, and really, it's going to be fine. Trust me. I'll put my reputation on the line. My reputation on the line, Fred. That's how confident I am.
Good to me.
Yeah, so just don't get too over-hyped, stimulated about this. It is no good. It does you no good. Worry does no one any good. You can plan for the future, but you cannot worry about what may or may not come, But thanks for your call, Fred. Thanks for your call.
My pleasure.
Okay, goodbye. And there he is. That was our good buddy, Fred. We appreciate calls here because a lot of people get tired of listening to me. I get tired of listening to me. John gets tired of listening to me. I get tired of listening to John. Everybody is tired about listening to everybody. So
Not exactly a great thing for a person who's hosting a talk show to admit to, though, Jason.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I love listening to me talk.
He talks to himself all the time.
Yeah,
He even
I
got
do.
an argument with himself
I
just
do.
last week.
Even when I'm not on you think just because I have a microphone and headphones on, I talk to myself all the time.
He does that all the time when he's sitting at home. I hear the neighbors looking through they look through the window. He's sitting there at the kitchen table. He's got a microphone set up and the headphones on.
I practice.
He's usually wearing a bathrobe though.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Now how you knew about that, I don't know, but that is suspiciously true, John. Suspiciously
Yeah,
true.
so it's like
But
he goes outside and talks to himself with the headphones on. So.
right,
He's kind of a quirky character. His name.
who are we talking about again?
No, you, not.
Oh, hello. Yeah, no, very quirky and yet still single. You think uniqueness and good looks and a radio show, you think all of that would be a winning combination to find a girlfriend. But no, I'm still single. I still have no
Maybe you're too
girlfriend.
unapproachable, Jason. Maybe that's it.
I'm very approachable. I am warm and cuddly like Snuggles the Bear, or Winnie the Pooh, or the Care Bears.
Or one of those panda bears that are thinking about heading back to China, right?
I am not cuddly as a panda bear. Oh, speaking about bears, hello, we're going to do something real fast here. I'm going to look this up real quick, and we're going to have some fun. Here we go. Here it is. That's right, folks. It's time for
Sports.
and we're going to have a good time talking about
Sports. Sports.
are awesome.
I love my sports.
Sports. Sports are great.
Sports.
So
You never
much
cover the
fun.
water polo scores, though. Never do.
Sports.
You know what?
Give me
Water polo.
more sport.
Who cares? I came up with that song myself, guys. Whoa, hello. I came up with that song myself. Isn't that a nice song? We're going to talk about sports. Woo! Sports! Yeah, so did anybody, because I know Michigan had the day off, and I know Michigan State had the day off, but speaking about Bears, the Lions did not have the day off. And frankly, I liked that game. It was an exciting game. I don't know if anybody else saw the game, but I did for the most part. And I enjoyed it. Although it was a lot closer than what I wish it was. 40-32. That's a one possession game, guys. Only 8 points. They score and get that 2-point conversion, and we're going to overtime. But I was glad to see that they won, and they're on the top of their division now. NFC East, West, North, NFC North. Sorry. 3-1, and so, but the Bears are also 3-1. But we beat the Bears, so we're on top. Yes, I like being on top. Yes,
Lions actually beat the Bears.
that is correct, John. The Lions beat the Bears. The Bears.
When's the last time that happened?
It's been a long, long time. I think.
I think now they're going to be ice skating in Hades right now, isn't it?
No, real hardy, har, real.
I never heard of the Lions winning against them.
The Lions, you know what, John? It is a new dawn, a new age, a new era. The Lions will be on top, and they will be successful and Super Bowl champs this year. Super Bowl! I don't know. Maybe not Super Bowl.
Getting a little ahead of yourself, but
Hey, can a dreamer not dream?
no, you're not even in the midsection of the season yet, are we? As far as for playing football.
4 games, only 4 games.
Yeah, so you're how many more games? You got 20 some more games?
No, not 20, like 12. 12 more games, yeah. They want to do 18, and I'm like, good, do 18. Get rid of your stupid preseason games that nobody watches, and do 2 more important games.
Are you a season ticket holder for anything, or?
No. John, that's too much money. I don't like to spend money, which is probably a reason why I am still single. But
Yeah, girls are an expensive hobby. You got to take them out to eat. You got to take them to movies. You got to take them to concerts.
yeah.
Buy stuff for them.
Oh yeah. I don't do concerts though.
You don't do concerts?
They're too loud.
How about like an acoustic set, man? You know, like maybe at a cafe or something, like small venue place. You ever do them or?
Hippies.
Yeah, but you know, someday you're gonna have to make your peace with them, man. I'm gonna have representatives for the hippie crowd come in here and talk to you. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta get over this fear.
Don't try and convert me to their weirdo religion or something. You know.
I mean, come on, you're wearing the Hawaiian shirt. You're wearing the Hawaiian shirt. You're just a step away from wearing, like have dreadlocks.
Tie-dye. Oh.
Yeah.
Hey. For the record, just if you do have dreadlocks, we are not saying you are a hippie. You could be into reggae. That's fine too. But
it's kind of hippie-ish, though. You got to admit.
I don't know. Rastafarian. That's right.
They're both like the herb, man.
Yeah.
Ganja.
We do not promote drug usage here on the show. At least not publicly. Oh, hello.
He's sitting there drinking his cup of coffee. No.
Coffee. Anyways, but yeah, so gee whiz, there's so much we didn't get to today, which kind of stinks because I was really wanted to talk about a lot of things. I'll have a few more guests, maybe a special guest host next week because it is a new month. Every month I like to do a special guest host and because it's nice to spice things up a little bit. So
just don't bring that dead cat in. You got it. You nailed the other day. Okay, just don't bring that in as a special guest.
Yeah, no. Actually, I thought about pinning it up on the wall as a decoration. No, I did not.
Well, you know what? If we got PETA people getting angry at us, we'd still get a lot of views. So I mean, there's no such thing as bad publicity. They say
that's true. You know what I'm thinking about doing is taking a page out of no, I'm not going to say that. No, I was going to say I'm thinking about taking a page out of Anthony Weiner's playbook, but I am not going to say that, and I will not.
With a name like
that.
Weiner, would you go around sexting things? And I don't know. That name was just too. I don't know. Weiner.
Yeah. Well,
he was a class act too. He flipped the reporters off when he lost. I mean,
he did lose, and I'm glad he lost.
I'm glad he lost too. He was a slime. He gave me the creeps, and I'm a guy, man. The guy give me the creeps.
Yeah. And there will be no sexting because I have a flip phone, and flip phones cannot do that, and I don't know what sexting is. So. And I don't want to know.
So you're saying you're not saying you're above all that. You're just saying because you're technologically impaired at this point, you're not going to be engaging in that kind of behavior.
Ignorance is bliss, John. Ignorance is bliss.
Well, I could bring up a philosophical question though. Is it a virtue when you can't do something, or is it a virtue only when you can do something and choose not to do it?
I think it is a good idea to do something. If you don't do it and you know you should, then you have lost a part of your soul. Fact checker! I got a fact checker! Whoop whoop! He just texted me. Nice, because I need fact checkers because John, you're pushing buttons and everything. But here's the thing, and I'm gonna excuse me, I'm gonna finish with this thought. If you are ignorant, and that is fine if you are, I'm ignorant on a lot of technological things. I don't care to know them. I don't want to know them, whatever. I'm sure everybody has something they don't want to know. But here's the thing. And I want to make this plug real quick. If you die and you are still ignorant of the fact of God's love, then you will still, and this might hurt some people's feelings, but you will still be going to hell. Because just because you knew about it and chose to do nothing about it, that still doesn't leave you from judgment. He's gonna look at everything you do and everything I do, everything John does, and he's gonna be like, all right, and he's not going to be weighing, he will be weighing the good and the bad, I guess. Like I said, I'm not a theologian, but he'll be like, okay, you did this, this, and this, but you did that, that, and that. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have a lot more bad than I do good. I'm not going to lie. There's some good, but, for every good thing I do, there's like 5 bad things. And so, but listen, it is not about good or bad, right or wrong. It is about the grace that he gives you through the death of the cross of Jesus Christ. Preach it, brother man, preach it, hallelujah. But now I forgot what I was saying. I was making fun of myself and I forgot. Gee whiz. But with that, I think I'm going to let you go. We're going to talk about more next week. I'm going to dabble into, I'm going to show you how to use a Ouija board, and then we're going to do some sacrifices, and then maybe play around with some rattlesnakes. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of fun, though, so be sure to tune in next week, same time, 4 o'clock, in flinttalkradio.com. And hopefully we can hang out some more. So I'll let you go, and you guys take it easy. Go ahead, John. Cut me loose. Cut me, Luke. Cut me.